everybody, welcome back to Cards by the Hill. My name is Jane Hill. So you want a 10cm solid sphere ball, polystyrene, and I've got some more foam flowers here. I'm going to use grey to make it work with the embedded. Okay, so with these ones, this came from China. You can either snip the wire off or literally just pull the heads off like that. Nice and simple, nice and easy. And then you're just going to hot glue them onto the ball. I don't think you need to watch me gluing the entire lot onto the ball. So I'm just going to get gluing now, and I'll probably do this part speeded up to music. Before I forget to mention, you can get these on eBay, Amazon, but if you go to eBay to get them, more often than not they're doing buy 3 get 1 free or buy 2 get 1 free, so you get extra packs for nothing. So it's worth having a look on there before you go anywhere else. And these ones have got a little bit of netting on them. Okay, so I'm just gonna carry on now, speed it up. 15 minutes in real time. And I'm just going to let it dry completely. But if you see any gaps as you're going round afterwards, just fill the gaps in with another flower. And if you see a hole and it's too small for a whole flower, just take the last one off, so you've got a smaller rose, and you can stick it in the gap. With some of them you might be able to just put a little bit of glue and push them closer together. There we go. So that's now got to dry completely. And then we'll move on. Okay, so because this is a wedding flower ball, we're going to add a piece of ribbon just where the hole would be situated. We're going to glue that in as a hanger, and then fill the space with a flower. So cut yourself a piece of ribbon, cross it over, pop it in. Just waiting for the hot glue to heat up. Get a pokey tool, and in that goes. And you can make a hole first in order for you to have somewhere to push the ribbon into. And then we just need to cover that hole in with a flower. So I've got some spare grey ones here with all the wires. Don't throw your wires away because you might need those for another project. And in we go with some glue. Cover that up with a flower. And there's our little hanger. Okay. I just want to check over the rest of the flowers, make sure they're sitting okay. Alright, so wedding gift, so we need wedding embellishments. Now I've got some silver beading. Cheap, inexpensive. We're going to go around, but we're going to have small loops like that, just going around the ball, and then as we go around we're going to add wedding day, a wedding cake, some bells, and a little engagement ring. So as we go around we're going to add those in. So find yourself a hole and poke your beading in, and then small loops as you go round. Bear in mind that the netting on the flowers will prevent it from sitting properly, so you might have to add a little dot of glue to keep it straight. So I'm going to put the first one on, which is Wedding Day. Back to front. So we've got to go front ways. Okay. Once you add the embellishment, it should keep the chain in place. So we're going to add another one in there. We'll poke that in. So you've got something like that. Right, so we've got Wedding Day on, we've got the cake on, we've got the bells on. We've just been following the beading round. I've just got to put the ring on. And I have secured the embellishments in place, just so they don't disappear. Okay, just put a little dot on the ring. Okay, there we go. So we've got them going around the ball so far. Let's see what other embellishments we've got. So I've got a little cherub there with a flute, and To Love and to Cherish. I've got a little wedding dress, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to be appropriate. But I did think we might put cherubs around it, maybe on the top. Don't know whether that's going to have any place to go. Maybe on the ribbon. I might put a tassel on the bottom of it as well. So let's see what other, I think I've got a few of those cherubs. Oh, we've got 3. We needed 4. I've got a heart. Oh, we've got 4 hearts. Right, so we'll use those. So we'll have those around. Let's keep one cherub out just in case. We'll have those around the top there. Obviously you can paint them, you can stamp on them, you can colour them, whatever you want to do. But I think I'm just going to leave them white. So we're just going to have 4 hearts going around the ball. Like that. There we are so far. That little ring doesn't stand out very well because it's so tiny. Okay. So we've got the little cherub. getting heavy now because it's got some plaster work on it. That's a shame I didn't have enough cherubs. I'll tell you what we could do is put one on one side and one on the opposite side. So we could put one this side and one that side. And I can find something else for the other two spaces. So we put one there, one on the opposite side. Just make sure they're around the same place. Like that. So that's what we've got going on. Makes a nice decorative piece, gift for a wedding, just to hang up. Might do something with the hearts. Cherubs definitely need to stay white, but might paint the little flowers or something. See what we do. Okay, so we need a couple of things for there, and we need a tassel. I'm going to add 2 little white bows. Where we haven't got cherubs. Just to round that off. There you go. And the netting on the ball is white, so the white does go okay with it. Right, we've got to give it some sparkle. So I think we'll put some random gems on it. I am going to add hot glue to these, although they're sticky, so don't trust them at all. I'm just going to put them on the heads of the roses. Ouch. And dot them around. You can put them on all the flowers if you want to. You don't have to just put them on a few. Okay, there we go. So it's got a bit of sparkle. I'm not going to put the tiny ones on it. Oh, we've got another 2 there. Put one there. Okay, so this is it nearly finished now. So I've gone over the wings of the cherubs on the hearts in smoke grey Arteza real brush pen. I've seen these before, used them many times. So all I've done, just show you on this one, is just go over the petals. Like that. So there's a bit of colour on the hearts, and I've added some grey to the wings of the cherubs as well. These buttons I had in my stash, so I just thought I'd add them on just to give it a little bit more sparkle. Okay, so we're going to make just a small hanging tassel at the bottom of the ball, and I'm going to use the beads that I used for the ball itself just so it matches. And all I'm going to do, see how far it needs to come down. So I think about that long. Let's see how many we can get out of this and use it up, because we should be using our stash up. And we make a little tassel out of these. Just going to cut them all up, and then I'll see if I can find a piece of wire. Oh yes, I've got the wire from the flowers. There we go. So you can nip it together with that. Just want to make sure they all stay together. Tightly as possible. And then we can snip that off. And then that's going to go in the bottom, around there. Yeah. Okay, let's see if the hot glue's ready. Yeah. So you're going to push it into the space between the flowers. Push it up in there. Make sure the flowers cover it. Trim them to the same length. There we go. And there's the flower ball. So that's it. So that's the wedding flower ball. I think that's all it needed at the bottom. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I want to thank you, as I always do, for your time, for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It means the world to me. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.